Now to air travel. It is still impossible to say tonight when normal operations will resume at Philadelphia International Airport or at airports across the country. And that's because the FAA has instituted new security measures at airports, and airlines must meet those requirements before they resume operations. Let's get more on this from Action News reporter Matt O'Donnell at Philadelphia International. Matt.
Jim, we can tell you this. At 8 o'clock tonight, they officially opened Philadelphia International Airport. But you wonder, why does it still look like this airport is shut down? Well, it is open by definition only. There are no flights scheduled in or out of here today, tomorrow. There possibly won't be for several days now. Whenever planes do take to the skies again, we can tell you this. Air travel will not be the same. Announcements were still being broadcast, but there was no one to hear them. No one on the escalators, at the baggage claim, empty counters. This airport remains a desolate place. This is Terminal C, one of the busiest at Philadelphia International. This is where all U.S. Airways domestic flights depart from. And walking down this corridor late at night, realizing you're the only one here, makes for quite an eerie feeling. There was activity in the parking garages. Part of a new list of FAA mandates, all vehicles within 300 feet of the terminals were towed to other areas. Here's what else travelers can expect. No more curbside check-ins. You'll have to check your bags inside the terminals. Visitors won't have access to the gate areas, only those with tickets. Before, you could bring small knives on board. No more. There will be surprise ID checks of passengers, and before all flights, all planes will be searched.
The passengers should expect different security procedures here, both as they pull up to the airport and as they're going through their check-in process.
Passengers stranded in other areas of the country continue to arrive here. This Percy man just drove in from South Carolina, and he's due to fly to Mexico for a business trip this weekend.
If they said for you to go, would you go? We'd start discussing hazard pay. Yeah, it's part of the job. I'm somewhere every week.
And this man from Newportville drove in from Ohio. He welcomes any new airport restrictions.
If it means more secure airlines and more secure travel, then I'm all for it.
Meanwhile, Action News spoke with this couple who says Dollar Rent-A-Car raised their rate $200 due to the recent events. They even showed us their bill.
I think it's outrageous. I think at a time like this, people should be pulling together. We certainly don't mind paying the normal fee for a one-way rental.
A Dollar employee knew nothing of it.
I don't know anything about that. I have no dealings with that, but I'll have to ask you to please leave the line.
Several international flights, their crews and passengers remain stranded in many parts of Canada. And theoretically, if air traffic resumes anytime soon in the United States, some of those flights could be diverted to airports such as Philadelphia. But officials here say there is no indication that that could happen anytime soon. Live at the airport, Matt O'Donnell, Channel 6 Action News. Jim.
Thank you, Matt.